Right now, we are at the point where nothing can stop your imagination. You can start with one single frame and from that frame build an entire cinematic sequence. New camera angles, new emotions, even full creature reveals. And all of that in 4K with the new Nano Banana Pro. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how far one pictures can take your storytelling. My name is Sebastian, welcome to CineMaster Academy. I am film producer, director, DP and senior editor for over 20 years now. My goal in my videos is to teach you how you can use the 20 plus years of experience that I have in your journey as a filmmaker or AI user. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn one still image into a complete movie still sequence with different angles, and last but not least, I will teach you how you can keep a consistent character during your entire project. My goal in this tutorial is to give you the best value as possible. The first part of the tutorial will be the regular Nano Banana that we have for a few months. And the second part of this tutorial will be made with the new Nano Banana Pro 4K who just got released, so you can compare both models in the same tutorial. We'll create the photos with Nano Banana, and after that we'll use Kling AI to animate everything. And I will teach you how you can do all of that for free. So if you feel that course adds value for your need, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and like the video. To start, we'll have to create our character in one single frame. That will be the base of everything. So let's dive into it right now, and then we'll create our character. We'll use a platform that you may know already. The name is Filmmaking AI. So we'll have to create one frame. That frame will be our main character. To create our characters, I will show you how to use different tools. We will start with Nano Banana because Nano Banana is definitely my favorite tool when it comes to create photos. If you do want Nano Banana Pro, you will just have to select Nano Banana Pro here in the menu of iField. Don't hesitate to comment if you want any specific tutorials on any specific tools. Before we even start the course, let me show you how you can get Nano Banana for free. You have two options. First one, Filmmaking AI. You click on the link here, and then after that you will create a free account with your Gmail. After that you will get a bonus of 40 credits, I believe, and then you will get 10 credits either a month or daily, I'm not sure, but enough for you to follow up with this tutorial. Then after that you will have the option to upgrade to a paid plan if you want to. It's up to you. I always get the yearly one because it's way cheaper, as you can see. You can also follow along with this course for free. After that you will go to Photo, Nano Banana, and then you will get direct access to Nano Banana model on the bottom left. You can also change to different models if you want to, but in this tutorial we will use Nano Banana. Second option, Google Gemini. Gemini, you will just go to Google and then you will create a free account as well. At this point, Google will give you some free tokens, but I'm not sure how many photos you can generate with it. But at least you can try it out. For example, we create this one, a beautiful woman in New York. As you can see, it is very nice, beautiful. Alright, let's start with Nano Banana. We will start from scratch because as you can see we have our character here. I will still use the same character, but I will show you the exact prompt that I used, okay? So everything is on my PDF here. Everything have to start with a single master strong image. Her name is Leica. Keep in mind that the details matter. Her facial making, the sand in the hair, her facial features, and the harsh desert lighting. This one frame will define all of the angles that we'll create later and the entire world around her. So it is very important to get it right. And to help you to get it right, I created two versions of the prompt. This version is a more advanced version, which is the exact same one that I used for my own character. This one is a simpler version of the same prompt that you can also use to get a similar kind of character. So I created the character before this tutorial to play a little bit around and then save some time on this tutorial. But I wanted to share the prompt with you so you can create a similar character on your own. So that's what we got. We can see it is a similar character, however, personally I want to use my character that I created, but you having the prompt, you can now create your own character. So in order for me to get a matching character over time with Nano Banana, I will show you how to do it. Before we even start to create the scenes, let's use the prompts that I created for you, and then let me show you how to create the characters from those two prompts, so you can pick the one that you want for yourself. First, we have the full prompt here, ready to go. That's the version that I use for my own character, so let's create it. Okay, so that's the result that we got for the full version of the prompt. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You copy paste the prompt directly inside Nano Banana and then you generate. And I will also give you the prompt in the description of the video so you can just copy paste if you want to use this prompt. Okay, so we got the result of the short version of the prompt. That's what we got. As you can see, the prompt is much shorter than the first version, but at the end of the day, the character kind of looks similar. That's a choice. You choose whatever character you prefer. If you prefer the first one or the second one, that's up to you. I will post both of the prompts in my description anyway, so you just pick whatever you want. So now let's get started. First, you will download your character. The reason why I like to start with a middle close-up is because we see enough details to get all of the facial features, but we also see some clothes. So the AI will be able to recreate the clothes from that specific photo while keeping all of the facial features in your videos. So now that's how you do it. You go to the little plus here and then you will add your character here. That's gonna be my reference. That's gonna be my master that the AI will remember and then we'll use as a reference to create any other angles later. Now the second angle that I need will be the clothes, the outfits. And how to do that, I will create a master shot with the entire body, so the AI will use the face and the body and the clothes. So let's do it now. We go back to my PDF. Y establishing shot, vast desert with warrior silhouette. Show scale of isolation. And we'll have to tweak a little bit this prompt actually. I will show you. We have to use my reference that we created before, so we know exactly what is the character we're talking about here. This one we passed, but we'll have to tweak a little bit. So we'll have to add the accessories to the outfit. First, we'll change it to full body angle. We don't need that actually for what we want, because now we want to also see the accessories correctly. Okay, so now we have all of the details. Wide establishing shot, vast desert with warrior full body angle. She holds a spear in the right hand and wear a sword on her pants. And now we can generate it. Okay, so we should get the result very soon now. I think it should be in a few seconds. Here we go. Now we got a consistent character. As you can see, that's the exact same face. And then we got the sword, and then we got the pretty much everything that we asked. That's pretty good. I like the result. However, I do not have the legs here. I ask a full body. Not a big deal, because when we do like the rest of the angles from the PDF, we will at some point see like the legs and everything. And then soon as we'll see the legs, we can just add that third image to the Google Nano Banana reference image the exact same way I did. Or we can also just generate another one. I have unlimited images, so to me it doesn't really matter, but I try to save you credit because I'm thinking about you too. If you do it for free, you have limited credit, so I don't want to waste your credit too much. I want you to be able to follow along and then do all of the different angles that I want to teach you. So that's why for now, keep it. If it was me, I will generate it again. But with AI, as you can see, sometimes you will get different results. You will ask for like something, you will get something slightly different. If you are happy with the outfit, you should be okay. You will see later at some point we'll get the result that we need. So let's move on. Now we will download the image because we need it. I will get the image. I will add the image on my second reference because I need it. And now I got almost full body here. So I can move on and then have my work done on the next angles. So we go back to my PDF and we're going to the chapter chapter 2. So we have like the eyes. So that will be like a super close up to her eyes, which gonna be like pretty much this. I will just redo exactly this, but I wanted to show you the prompt, so I just do it again. I will show you the next prompt, emotional close-up. And that's a rule in the film industry. When I make film myself, for example, as a DP or director, that's a real rule too. The close-up means something emotionally to the viewer. When you have like a close-up to your character, you will feel closer to your character emotionally. And when you are more far, it's gonna be a more distant feeling to your character. And it can also be to establishing your background in general, like what you see on the frame, like an establishing shot, for example. So we will do those emotional shots first, and after all of those establishing shots and so on and so forth to see the entire story. So as you can see, we got pretty much a very similar angle as what we got on the master prompt. But the only difference is that it is a little bit more far. It is like more like as a medium shot. The first one that I used was a little closer. As you can see, this one was closer. This one is more as a medium shot. So we got the result here. After this one, we will have micro shots. So that's gonna be the extreme close up to the eye. You remember at the beginning of this video, we see the eye and then the camera go like zoom out. So that's exactly that specific angle. And once we are done with all of those angles, we'll be able to create the different characters, so the monster and all of that, and then we'll animate all of that later. But before that, we will have to upscale it if we want to get the best quality. The upscale is not an obligation. You can deal without it to still have like a good video, but it's better to do it because more details you have to Kling AI, better it's gonna be for the result. And after the micro shot, we'll have like a height angle here, copy, past all of the prompts and the angles. So we have like all of our angles and we can save a little bit some time. Low angle, so that we can call it also like a Dutch angle. Usually we use a Dutch angle or low angle if you prefer to show power in films. So for example, you see it a lot in action films, you know, when you want to show that your character is strong or mad or dangerous or anything like that, you will use that kind of shot. So as you can see, we got the eye here. It is pretty good. I will say that the skin look a little bit plasticky compared to my first shot that I had. I prefer this version, so I could generate it again if I did not add already like image that I like already that I did before this tutorial. I will just generate another one a little bit less plasticky, but because I already have the angle that I need, I will just let it go because sometimes the AI can look a little plasticky. So now what we want to do like a height angle. The height angle will do the exact same thing from the PDF. We will just copy past height angle, and the point of the height angle is basically to have Lika under the camera. It's like almost seeing Lika as a god point of view. So it makes Lika appear smaller and more vulnerable. I did the exact same thing as I did with the main character prompt. I did like a full version of the PDF, which include like much more angles and more scenes, more actions, everything. And then also I did a shorter version, which is the one that we use in this specific tutorial to just get the scenes more faster. If you want the PDFs, I can send it to you. Just comment on the video and then I will just send it to you. So this angle is nice. We get, you know, we got the scarves, we got the weapons, we got hair. She looks the same, and we got pretty much everything. The haircut looks the same, everything looks the same, so that's perfect. This one is very nice. So now let's move on to the Dutch angle or low angle. We can call it either way. So we just got the result here, but as you can see, the sand and the sky don't really match our previous photos. So let's take a look at the prompt together and see what. Low angle shot looking up at Lika, strong stance, dramatic sky. I think the problem comes from dramatic sky, and I think we will change it to the photo must match the style of the photo 1 and 2. So low angle, we'll say like Dutch angle. That's why I'm saying sometimes you have to try different things because you will have to tweak around like all the time. It really depends. It's you and your luck. But it's good because when we have like things like this, it allows me to show you not only how to do it, but also how to fix whatever issues you may get along your project. And as you can see, we fixed our little issue. So, you know, saying like a Dutch angle was a little bit better. The AI basically like understood better. Let's go to the next shot. And I can actually use that image as one of the reference here because I see a little bit lower, I see the paint, I see things that I could not see before. So I will use this image as a reference. I will download it and then I will add it back. So basically like you add any images after the first one, the master one, let's call it like that. You add any images who make sense to you to cover most of the angles that you need, step by step. Now, before starting the monster scene, we will need to first create the back angle. Basically, the camera will be behind Lika. So that's what we need to do first. And then after that, we can move on and then start the monster scene. Okay guys, so we just hit the second part of the video now. And as I promised to you, we will now switch the model from the regular Nano Banana, which is not really HD, to the very new model Nano Banana Pro 4K. And trust me, that makes a huge difference. It is insane. So from now on, we will do the rest of the tutorial with the new model of Nano Banana Pro 2 and 4K. And I will show you the difference, we'll compare. I want to give you like a sweet transition between the two models so you can compare the quality of both of them. Keep in mind that both models work exactly the same way. The workflow is the same, nothing changed. The only difference will be the quality of both. The first one is not HD, the second one is 1, 2 and 4K. That's a big difference. So we'll start the scenes with the regular Nano Banana as we did before, and then over time we'll switch completely to the Nano Banana Pro, and then I will refine the scenes with Nano Banana Pro to get a better quality. So let's go back to Nano Banana. We still have our image, and I hope you do too since the beginning. You know, remember I told you leave it like this. Normally Nano Banana will keep it as is, but just don't remove it, we still need it. The only thing here is that she don't even hold the spare, which is not realistic. She needs to hold the spare, so we'll have to create it again. That you are working on now. We'll just generate it again, and let's see. Okay, so this one is much better. As you can see, it is more realistic. We can use this one. By the way, the prompts that I use in this tutorial are made to be as simple and short as possible for you to understand faster and better, because when I do more advanced masterclasses, usually with premium courses, I go so much deeper in the prompting and then all of the techniques and all of that, but it's becoming a little bit more overwhelmed. So I try to keep it as simple as possible for you to understand the system before even going too deep in the technicals. Now we'll go to Nano Banana Pro. Okay, so Nano Banana Pro, we are already in, and as you can see, the model here is no longer Nano Banana, but Nano Banana Pro. I did not expect Nano Banana Pro to release today, so I did most of the tutorial with the normal Nano Banana, and then now I'm just going back on the scenes to optimize it. So I want just to get a better quality with this scene. So what I will do, I will just go to that photo. I will edit the prompt. I will remove, I will edit the prompt. I will keep that, and then I will copy the prompt here that I had before, and now we'll create a new version of it with Nano Banana Pro. So I will stay in 2K for this one, because the quality is relatively okay, and I don't really need like the 4K right now. I could, but I don't really see the need. But okay, so now we'll just generate Nano Banana Pro. We'll just regenerate a newer and better version. You will see the difference when it comes to quality, just much better. I already created like some examples here, as you can see, and then we see much more details when it comes to the clothes, when it comes to pretty much everything. and this one was probably 4K. And you see the difference, like the details are insanely great. The one who shocked me the most is this one. I created another model earlier, that's a 4K, and then it looked so good, like really like very good. This one like really like wow, the clothes, everything is perfect. So we got the exact matching of the clothes and the weapons. Nano Banana Pro did a great job about it, and then the quality is much better. The clothes, everything, the details look much better here. So later on we'll do like a nice effect with the camera here. So I will download it. So I will need a side angle of Lika for the fight with the monster. I'm creating it here. So I'm adding this angle that we got before and this one. So we can keep the face, the weapons, and then everything that we need. A side angle of Lika in the desert. We see her entire body. From the right side. You don't have to be specified, we could just do it without that, and the AI would choose right or left, but you know, I try to be a little specific, and let's see what we can get like that. Okay, so we got our side shot, perfect. The weapons match, the outfit match, the face match, perfect. And I would like to get a better quality, so I will do the exact same thing. I will just switch the model. I will add my reference photo, which is this one, what we got before with the regular Nano Banana. I will get back my prompt that I did before, and then I will paste my prompt without using upscaling tools, because the thing with the upscaling tools, I will quickly show you later in the video how to do it, but honestly, if you can use Nano Banana Pro, it's much better, because the upscaling tools can give you artifacts or weird looking stuff. Why Nano Banana Pro will just recreate an image. It will not upscale your image, it will recreate your image based on what you tell it to do and show it to do, you know. So the quality will be much better, much better. Okay, so we got our new side angle, much better quality. You see, we see much better the eyes, the face, the details of the clothes, like not even comparable to what we got before. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so we are all good to go. So now let's move on. So in order to do the establishing shot will look similar as this. And we will do a new one, because this one is very nice. I like this one, but the thing is, like, I want to show you the process. So this is a prompt, and those two are the references that I used. This one is not really needed. Actually, we can remove this one, and then we can keep this one and use also the one from the back, so we have like those two. And we will use that exact prompt, copy, paste, and then we'll create a new scene with the prompt here. Wide establishing shot, vast desert with warrior. I don't need to have silhouette. I will remove silhouette with warrior on the hill. Show scale and isolation. And then we will generate. Okay, we got our result here, and that's pretty nice, and that's not bad. However, I do like personally use for my own animation this one, because that's another one that I created before, and I do like this one. So this is the one that I will use personally, but I still wanted to show you the process for you to be able to do it on your own too. And later on with the animation, what we'll do like an establishing shot from this image to this image. Okay, so let's move on to the next scene. So the next scene will be the conception of the monster. Over the shoulder, shot behind Lika, her shoulder blurs, sound creature rising in the distance, dust exploding. I will add a couple of things here. So dust and rock exploding, and sound monster rising in the distance. I want it to be scary a little bit. So let's see how it looks like, but it should be nice. Okay, so we got the result of the monster and it looked pretty nice actually. We see the weapons, the outfit match, the haircut match, everything pretty much match. That's good. And before we move on to the next scene, which is the reaction of Nika seeing the monster, once you choose the monster that you want to use for your film, don't forget to make sure that you add the monster in your photo references, because if you don't do that, you will always generate new monsters and you won't be able to get a consistent character. Each new character that you introduce in your story have to be added in your photos. Very important, okay? So now let's see what we can get with Nano Banana Pro. Okay, so we'll use, I could use the image reference, but I don't, because I'm curious to see what Google Pro will give me as a result. So I will not give anything else than this as a reference, because I want to see what the new Nano Banana will give me. So we got the result, and this one is nice. I just don't know why we have like this little house over there. It was not here. And this one, for some reasons, like Nano Banana did not respect at all the character, because we have like a completely different outfit. It's too different. I cannot use this one. So what I will also do, because I really do like the monster that I got in the previous version, which is with the regular Nano Banana, I may use this one, because first of all, the whole editing part of the tutorial have been done in deep with it, and then also I do like the monster. So, but again, like I said earlier, the way to use the model Nano Banana is the exact same, so it doesn't really matter if I show you if I work with the workflow of Nano Banana Pro or normal, because at the end of the day it is the exact same way. The only thing is that you have the 1K, 2K, 4K here, and then you have Nano Banana Pro here. Okay, we just got the result, and look at the difference between the monster that we got with Nano Banana and the details that we get with Nano Banana Pro. It's incredible. So we'll use this monster. Let's move on to the next one. We did a lot of good work, and now we have like a few things to do, and we're almost done. One of the things that I would like to get is when we see the monster rising from the sand, I would like to see a reaction on her face, and then I would like to see a close-up on her weapons. I want to see on her face that she's determined to fight the monster. Closer you are from the character with the camera, closer you are also emotionally from the character. Let's do it together. We will use Nano Banana Pro to create that scene, and let's see how it looks like. We go back to iFilmmaking. I already did that scene with the version of Nano Banana No Pro, but because of the Pro version now, I wanted to do it again and show you only with the Nano Banana Pro, so we'll see more details with the face. The image that I got with the Nano Banana No Pro was this image, and this one is what I got on the Pro version. Now we'll use that image, we'll do the same prompt, but we'll switch to Nano Banana Pro. I copy paste, and then now we will do it with Nano Banana Pro here, and we will add the exact same images. So we want to see, I think it is this one, I'm not sure, let me check. Yeah, so we want to see, that's a base, of course, like Nano Banana Pro will make a new version, slightly different, and we will give the reference of the clothes as always, and then I will pass the prompt, close-up of Lika looking, her face look determined to fight. She's looking, she is looking forward. I will create two of them. You don't have to, I just do it. So we can select what we want. The fact to have like the close-up on the face of her looking at the monster before even attacking the monster make it more human. All of those little shots here and there between close-up, wide shot, Dutch angles, and so on and so forth make a full movie experience. Okay, so we got the result of Lika ready, and honestly it is beautiful. As you can see, the resolution of the face is amazing. Let's compare to what we got before with Nano Banana, and then let's compare to what we just got now. All of the details, the sand on the hair, the sand on the outfit, the skin is just amazing. It's unbelievable. For example, this was 4K. I did like a 4K version of this one. It was also amazing. I will download this and then we'll move on. The second part that we need is a close-up on her weapon. So to get the close-up on her weapon, we will simply go to one of the wild shot image from the front. We can use this one. And then we'll do it again. Same thing, I did it with the previous tutorial, but I do it again with Nano Banana Pro to update it a little bit. And close up on Lika's weapons, we can see her hand getting her weapon ready to fight. We don't need to do the hand getting the weapons because it is not animated yet. Close up on Lika's weapon, we can see her hands. That should be enough. I will copy paste the prompt, and then I will go back to where I was, because when I clicked on the previous photo it was set up on the regular Nano Banana, not the Pro. Okay, we should have our two next shots. So now what I would like to do like a similar shot that I created before this video with my first character, which is a similar shot as this one, which is like an aerial shot of the monster. I would like to place this shot between the introduction of the monster from behind the shoulder to this, and then after that we can see the next scene. But I think it's a nice way to start any kind of like, you know, encounter like this. In order to do that, I will get those images. So the image that I need Lika from behind, I need our monster that you just generated. You should have like a similar angle as this if you did everything correctly like I told you to. Lika is walking toward the monster. Aerial view. So we could get our aerial shot, as you can see. So we got like a lot of nice scenes, and I think we're getting to the point now that I believe that you understood how works the mechanic of Nano Banana and how you can get like consistent characters and scenes. So which is my goal. It is already like over like 33 minutes of tutorial, and I don't want this tutorial to last for hours. I want you to learn with a short amount of time. I don't want you to spend too much time on it. I want you to create on your own. I wanted you to understand the basics. So now let me show you very quickly how works the upscaling process, and we'll do the animation of all of that with Kling AI, and then we will be done for today. However, if you like the tutorial, if you want more tutorials like that, deep dive on filmmaking and AI technology, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, and then tell me what you want next on the comments. And then if I see like few people wanting the same thing, I will absolutely do it for you guys. I am committed to help you to grow and to get even better. So if I want to upscale the image, I just stay here and then I will upscale. I will go to Topaz. Interesting, Topaz is not working. Usually it works, but let's say that it is working. It should work when you will try. You just select 1 time, 2 times, 4 times. I will advise to not go over 4 times because of the artifact situation. It is pretty quick to get like a lot of artifacts. And so usually I stick around like 2 to 4. And you just click on upscale. It will cost you 2 credits and that's it. You will get your upscaling. Very straightforward. Now let's go to Kling AI and then we'll do the animation together. To go to Kling AI, Kling AI, and then you just go to Kling AI like that. You will get a free account when you try it, and then from this free account you will have like I believe like 40 or 60 credit, maybe 133 credit. I don't really remember because I don't have a free account, but I mean I do, but I don't use it. So I will use my account, my paid account. We will upload, I will do some animation for you to understand how it works. It is super simple, and then so when you understand, we will be good to go. Let's say that we want the animation the way I did before. We will get, everything is about the images, so we'll get the images that we start with. Remember, I started with the eye. I usually go to frame. Here, and it will get you to Kling AI 2.5 Turbo. You choose the image that you want. We can start with the eye, the same way I started the tutorial here. Then you will choose like an end image. So you wait for the image to come, then you choose the end. The end will be Lika with her outfit here. I think it was a medium. Yeah, okay, so that's the medium. But you know what, I will get the 4K version because why not? From Nano Banana Pro. And then after you choose with Kling AI how many output do you want. Of course, more you get, more you pay for. It is 20 credit now with only one output of 5 seconds. If I do 4, it's gonna be 100, and then if I do 10 seconds, it's gonna be 200. We'll do like a 10 second one output. And because of the simplicity of the image here, I don't really need to put a prompt. I can, but it will work without it, because the AI should understand that we started with this frame and then we go on like close-up, but not super close-up after that. So automatically the AI will, we will step back a little bit, and it should understand it. But when you want something very specific, then at this point you will have to explain to the AI what you want with a prompt, of course. So the next will be our establishing shot. The establishing shot, I will add a prompt because I want something specific. So the establishing shot that we choose, remember, was, let me see if I can find it here. Maybe in my download. Yeah, here we go. So we will start with this frame of like very wide angle on the hill, and then after I remove the end from the previous animation that I created. I choose the end. By the way, you don't have to choose the end, you can also just choose one frame. That's up to you, but I prefer to use the end because it gives me more control, so the AI know how to start and how to finish. It's better, but again, you don't have to. And then after we will stop like this. Oh, this one, let's see. Yeah, we'll stop like this, and then at this point I will do like a prompt in a little bit. The camera slowly make a 360 around woman in a cinematic smooth movement, and then we should get a nice establishing shot of our character here. Basically a very similar establishing shot as I did in the video already. And then that's important to have like something you can make sure that you see the face if you want the camera to come front to the model, because if you don't do that, that's what can happen. You have to prompt correctly, but you have to also take in consideration if you want to see the face or no, because if you do, make sure that the last image, the head image, match what you want, because if the AI don't know, the AI create. Okay guys, this video have been running for over 40 minutes. I could go on and on with the AI. It is so many things to learn, so many things to do with it. And then I could do even more angles and all of that, but I don't want the video to last for hours. I hope you understand the basics of the AI and then how you can create beautiful projects. If you like this video, don't hesitate to subscribe, like and comment, because it will help this channel to grow even faster and then me to give you better content every week. So I see you around, stay creative,